Hello, this is Sophie Mihalko, and this is a video that I've been wanting to make for a long time because I have a story that I haven't told that many people because it brings up a lot of energy for me and for others, and up until now I don't think I really realized what this situation, what this choice that I made had brought up to my life. So I apologize, there's a lot of wind, but hopefully I'll get through this. So about this happened 15 years ago. I was working in my ideal job. I really enjoyed my life. I had a beautiful home and great friends, and I was having a great time. And then that job went away. The production that I was working on shut down, so my life was about to change pretty tremendously. I had given a lot of energy and a lot of love and time to that production, so for it to shut down was a big change for me. So when that happened, I really put myself in a situation where I was like, what is going to happen to me next? And there were a few things that I wanted to have. I wanted to have success and I wanted to have love, right? Who doesn't want to have those? So I went and I parked my car in a street to go run an errand, and I see this sign on the wall. It says psychic reading, $5. And I was like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life, so why don't I go and get a psychic reading? Why not? $5, right? And as I go into the office, this woman tells me that for $5 I don't get much, but for $20 she actually could give me a lot more information. So I thought, oh, $20 is not bad. Why don't I do a $20 psychic reading? And little by little, during the conversation, she kept telling me things that she could help me with, things that she could fix for me, and it would cost money. Well, I'm not, I'm pretty used to that. I've been doing all kind of self-help and metaphysical work for a while, so I knew that in order to change things and clear things and get rid of things, it costs money. And most of the time, it's not a low price. However, the way she presented the information to me was, if you don't do this, things will go really badly for you. And I had to say, at that point in my life, I actually could not see my life going better, because the one thing that I loved, the one thing that gave me a sense of purpose was going away. So it really fit the energy that I was in, that I chose to sit in this woman's office where she said to me that she could give me everything that I wanted if I just did what she would say. And I told her that I was worried about not having the money to pay for what she was asking for. And she said to me, don't worry, I will help you find the money. And to me, that I thought that meant that she was going to help me create the money, come up with ideas, maybe guide me toward ways of making money. What I did not understand was that this woman's purpose was to make herself my guide, make herself the person that was going to guide me into my life, but more than that, tell me how to live my life. So she started building a relationship with me, and I love relationships. I love people who care for me, and I love being helped and guided and given this and that to make my life better. So I followed what she said, and it lasted a whole year. And for a whole year, I listened to somebody else tell me what was right and what was wrong in my life, and tell me what to do to make my life better. For a whole year, I gave her a whole lot of money. I gave her, and this is where the information gets, whoa! I gave her everything. I had no more money to my name. I borrowed a lot of money from my family, which meant that I actually cut off a lot of relationships with my family, because nobody knew that I was talking to this woman. So I isolated myself. I gave her everything I had. I did not give her the house, but I actually took a second mortgage on the house in order to pay for what she was telling me I needed to pay for. I did all of this. Now, this may not sound like an unfamiliar story to some of you, and I get that. It's actually very common that we go and do what we think is going to make our life better. However, Why is this story so critical? Because I gave away my power to know what was working for me. I listened to somebody who told me from the beginning that she knew better than me what was right and what was wrong about my life. And she knew she could see the dark energies and she could see the dark people in my life. And she wanted to protect me. Okay, so I'm telling you this story because there are a lot of people out there who are going to tell us that they can protect us, right? They're going to tell us that they want the best for us. And yes, of course we want that. But you know what? The truth is, we actually want something greater than that. And this is why I'm making this video today, because it took me a while to kind of get over the idea that one, I needed to be protected, then two, somebody else could tell me what was right and what was wrong, especially for my life. That is exactly what it took me 15 years to get over that. Well, maybe not. No, it took me 10 years to get over that. But 10 years later, I discovered something called Access Consciousness. And while this video is not a commercial for Access, this is definitely a testimonial in many ways. Because there's one thing that I learned first with Access is that nobody, absolutely nobody and no one knows better than me what is required for my life. Nobody knows what's required for my body. Not a doctor, nobody. Nobody better than me knows what is going to work for my bank account, for my health, for my children, for my home. Nobody but me. So yes, there may be people out there who are experts, and there may be people out there who have information I don't have, but I will continue to follow what is light for me. And sometimes that means having less money, and sometimes that means being sick, and sometimes that means getting in fight with people I care about, because in the end, more gets created. So yes, life is not easy. It's not comfortable. It's not something that is all pink and sparkles and unicorns all the time, although sometimes it is. But you are the only person who can tell you what to do, where to go, how to be. And if sometimes you choose to be miserable, and if sometimes you choose to be poor or sick, so what? That's what you choose. What if that is what you choose to create, so that maybe you create something even greater later? Please, if the reason I'm making this video today is only for this, is because I want you to understand. I want you to get that I have tons and tons and tons of tools to give you, yes, to figure out what is right for you. Do you need my tools? No. Today you know what works for you. What works for you is the life you've created right now. And if you're not happy with that life, if you're angry, if you're depressed, that's because maybe it's time for you to choose different. But you're the only one who knows that. Okay, so that was me on my soapbox. That was me sharing with you a story that I have not shared many times with many people. If you have questions about this, if you want to know what the psychic said, or if you want to know how I got out of it, if you want to know anything about this, don't hesitate to contact me. The information will be below this video. But what will it take for you to know that you're okay? What will it take for you to know that no matter what you want to have or create in your life, you can choose it, you can have it. It all depends on you and only you. Okay, thank you, my friends. Bye-bye.